What's going on, y'all? Another week, another geek. We're back at it with another episode of the Why I'm Geeked show with your homies AJ and Chrissy Light. And today we finna go on a journey, bruh. We're finna go on a journey because today we're talking about the Odyssey. Finally, it's time. Chris, you're the resident expert here. You know, as someone who has read, this is my first question, as someone who has read the Odyssey, did you have any like expectations going into it, or did you have anything that was like specifically like, yo, I want to see this part right here? And then we can jump into the whole discussion, because I just want to know.
Good question. I originally read this book like in like pre-college before my freshman year. This was like summer first class.
Yeah.
So me and some of my best friends, we actually had to read the Odyssey, which is kind of crazy because I remember really liking it, and I was really motivated to read this. And the Iliad, which is the precursor to this, which is the Trojan War,
Okay.
leading into the Odyssey.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's amazing because I really liked it, but I had a lot of motivation to like do good, study hard, learn about these characters, dissect everything, preparing for college. So years later, when I heard my favorite director is actually making, the movie,
Yeah.
I was super hyped. Like that was my main thing that I wanted to see. Like, oh, my favorite directors is taking a story that I really, really like, and he has a magic to him that I was like, oh, I can't wait to see it. Like,
Yeah.
but I will admit, I only remembered a few things in the Odyssey,
Okay.
and there were plenty of times, I've been, big reader nowadays. I be reading books. They done did a lot of press in the bookstore to try to get you to read the Odyssey before, but I remember it. It's not like a quick, easy read. Like it can be kind of confusing. It's in that old style.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I want to watch the movie. It'll hopefully be more fresh. And I remember like a few major scenes. Do you
Yeah.
want me to say which one I wanted to see the most?
Yeah. I'm just curious.
So when Odysseus is making the decision between going between the whirlpool that they name and then I don't know if it was a Hydra, but I always remembered it being a Hydra.
Okay.
The creature in the cliffs.
Rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
They
didn't know
had
what that was.
specific names, and I always thought in college like it was hilarious that they named a whirlpool. I'm like, yo, they act like this thing is like a monster.
Yeah.
And the choice
It's
between
like
that and
always there.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then a Hydra. And I just remember reading it originally. I was just like, oh, this is so cool because like the Hydra was like a literal thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang, y'all dead. Like y'all are making these unbelievable choices. So
Yeah.
originally when before I even saw the movie, I just remembered I can't wait to see his choices of picking between those and then seeing the actual Hydra. Like, what would it look like? Will it look like very creature, mythical, dragonish?
Yeah.
Or whatever the heck they did in this movie, like whatever that thing was. I was like, oh, no. Like, oh no. So
Yeah.
that was one scene that I really, really just wanted to see, like, from my imagination come to life. But
That's cool.
the main overall thing was it's my favorite director, and I did really, really enjoy this book, especially more than the Iliad, because growing up, Troy was a big movie that I went to the theaters to see, and it was amazing.
Yeah. I remember
So
Troy.
so I already knew the Iliad storyline, and it was just like, oh, more refined, more details, but I never knew about the Odyssey or whatever. So it was like, okay, this is a more fresh version, and I was already interested in Greek mythology and stuff like that, so it just made it better.
Yeah. Okay. So we got a little lore. We got a little lore on Chris. That's like something I ain't never heard before.
Bookie,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for me, as somebody who's never read the Odyssey, never read the Iliad, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I thought you read it in high school, because I remember like just hearing about both of those things before. Even when like, cause I didn't really start reading. Gonna sound crazy. I didn't really start reading till like a couple years ago. Ain't gonna count. Like everything else, like through school, we spark notes that joint or read the back of it because, I just didn't have like I was talking about this to somebody before, where it's like the way that they introduced reading to us was like smart in the sense of like it gamified it when we used to have to take them little tests and stuff.
Yeah.
But at the same time, because it was like a certain amount of time you could have the books and stuff like that, like it's just like your pace of reading deterred you could deter you from even wanting to like really try. So I was just like, I'm finna just get these questions right. I'm just trying to get a good grade, bro. Let me get this Captain Underpants. Let me get this, you know what I'm
Did
saying?
y'all have reading sessions during class time where you had like 20 minutes to read or something like that? Okay.
Yeah, we did for sure. But it was, bro, when I tell you, like, the words just be floating off the paper, bro. Like it's bad. It was bad, bro. So, like I went to reading camp and everything. It was like, oh, now he could read. He just don't want to. Like that's what it came down to. So, cause I was always like big in math, but I say all that to say, like, when I was getting back into reading, cause I read more like stuff that like I can directly learn from different business books and like motivational books and all that stuff, like in philosophy and all that. So when I was first like reintroducing myself into the whole book world, I saw there was a section of like the greatest hits or whatever, and I seen the Odyssey, I seen the Iliad, Tolkien,
Frankenstein.
all that stuff. Yeah. So I like when you said like the form of the books or whatever, it's just like in the old stand. I was like, yep, I remember exactly. But I looked at that book and I was like, I'm not reading that either. So, but that was before they even announced Odyssey was even coming out. So, but my expectations going into the movie, because of my like, novice in Greek mythology, going as far as like playing God of War, which is not even Greek mythology, and now playing Hades right now on stream, and that's like I don't even know what kind of mythology that is, but it's a video game, but it doesn't run deep. You know what I'm saying? So I was
You
just
played the God of War that was Norse mythology, not the Greek one.
Yeah, exactly. So it's different. So I already knew it was gonna be different. But as far as like just jumping into that world, I was just like, all right, I'm finna just like, take it for what it is. I'm not gonna like I knew some stuff was probably gonna go over my head. Just because like of the context of like you said, like the Iliad being the prequel to this. Or the precursor, you said precursor. My fault, precursor.
I don't even know if that's the right word.
Yeah, but yeah, but I knew like some stuff that's some stuff I'm just not going to get off the first watch, and I literally watched it today of us recording this, so I was just more there for the experience and trying to witness the greatest story ever told. And what I will say is that like coming out of the theater, there wasn't anything specifically where I was like, oh my gosh, like usually like when I say something is like peak is because like something specifically in the movie happened where I was like, I ain't never seen nothing like this before. But with the Odyssey, it's more so like, nah, like it solidified like Christopher Nolan as like, nah, he's really like one of the ones. Like he might be top one, not two. As far as like the actual story being really good, So that's what I like initially took away from the movie. The next thing, I don't know how you feel about it, but I didn't realize or expect the Odyssey to be pure nightmare fuel, bro. The way that stuff was happening in that joint, it was just like the worst dreams you could even imagine. Being stuck in a cave with a giant. cyclops that like has really no care
He
for
looked
me being
horrified.
there. Yeah.
He looked fine.
Yeah, and like that was one of the things I was like when I'm like I wonder if Chris remember how they described the cyclops
Yeah,
because
I did.
um to me it looked like it was like probably like more historically accurate to like or I don't know if historical is the right word, but like more like lore accurate to how they were described versus like what we grew up to knowing Cyclops to look like because it really looked like one of them like mean, ugly cry grandpa baby masks, but like to the side. Like that's what it reminded me of. And then it was just like the physical body of it. It wasn't like the CGI wasn't bad, but it just wasn't like I'm not
It
here to
was a
grab you.
puppet.
Say it again.
It was a puppet. It wasn't CGI.
Oh, it was a
Shockingly.
CGI. I mean, it was a puppet. That makes even
Yeah.
more sense the way it was moving.
Yeah.
Like, cause it didn't move like it was just had its own free will. It was just kind of like slow motion
Mhm.
kind of thing. So that's cool knowing that now. But they Yoda it.
I only knew that afterwards though. I was like, oh
Right.
dang.
Okay. I'm glad you say that because I would have kept saying that jump was CGI for sure.
Yeah.
But
There
even
was
still,
a lot of CGI in the movie though, apparently.
yeah.
But
Mhm.
that was a major set piece that they apparently had to make like a puppet that was all on like a totally different plane to where the
Mhm.
actors were to make him seem way bigger than he actually was, which is kind of
Right.
cool. Like thinking back to it because they was standing looking at him, but then
Mhm.
if there's like a platform, then the puppet's like here, he can
Yeah.
appear way bigger. So cool filmmaking stuff.
Yeah. That's good math right there. That's good math. So yeah, so like I was saying, like the nightmare fuel of that, all like I never want to get on a boat again. You know what I'm saying? No more cruises for me. At least not for a little while, bro. And then just all the different things that's just out there that like every time they showed up on the island, this is nothing like One Piece. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought being on the sea would probably be dope, you know what I'm saying? But everywhere they turned, it just got worse and worse and worse. And what's crazy too is like the number of them was just like dwindling down till it was just Odysseus.
Mm.
How did you feel about that like trickle down effect of the actual story? Because you could consider that pacing, but really like there's more to the movie than just that.
I mean, it's a little twofold. I mean, I expected it because the way the story kind of goes is like island hopping. It's kind of like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, what island next? There's even parts in the book that I remember where like Odysseus ends up like back on the same island, or he's back like in
Backtracking.
reverse. Yeah,
Yeah.
and the whole crew and him are like, oh my gosh, we done messed up.
Done
But the
goofed.
book is very like island hopping to the point where the whole witch scene where he goes on the
Mm-hmm.
island and there's a witch and his people are already turning his back on him and stuff like
With
that, and they
Cersei.
get turned to Cersei, yeah.
Yeah.
When they get turned to pigs,
Mm-hmm.
and
That
like I remember,
oh my gosh, they couldn't stop eating. I was like, yo, this is scary. Like I want to
yeah,
see this.
it's a creepy like
Yeah.
feeling, and
Yeah.
I think that's the moment in the kind of like the movie I realized uh how great it is to experience the cinema version because it really made
Mm-hmm.
it feel like an event where it's like, okay, this is cool,
Yeah.
Cyclops, but then it's like the next time, like, dang, how
Yeah.
this journey ain't ending, it ain't gonna go well. Like, like
Yeah. Cause
we just getting started and it's not
yeah, because
progressing well.
after watching the trailer, I was like, oh, but the Cyclops was calm for real. Like, you know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Like that was the least of their troubles, really.
And and in the book, it's a little silly because it's like a story.
Mm-hmm.
This movie is so much like more real, so that horror aspect definitely comes out more in the movie, like being
Mm-hmm.
alone in a giant cave with the Cyclops that's sleeping, and then when he wakes up, he's easily just snatching you up and biting off your
Yep.
head like it's nothing.
Yep.
Um, and
Get
then
away
like
from the
those,
fire. Like, get away from the fire,
oh
bro.
yeah,
And like, cause
and
they was
and
already blacked out, but it's like that's yeah.
and I feel like it's just for the better. Like it makes it
Mm-hmm.
more dark, makes it more gritty, and like Odysseus's journey through this is not like this is a hero type
Mm-hmm.
journey. It's like all the things that I've done was, you know, it was wrong.
Yeah.
I, I I'm like, I'm not saying reminiscing, but like it's just not glorifying him as like a well
Mm-hmm.
known hero of that time. And
Yeah.
in this movie, it kind of reflects the same way. Like even when he's on these islands, it's not always heroic things. Like he shot the
Mm-hmm.
Cyclops in the eye when he didn't even have to.
Facts.
And
Facts.
like uh in the book, I remember he has like a whole baby with Cersei, and in the
What?
movie, yeah, and
I
he
knew
stays
they,
like a long time.
bruh. I could tell they cut out some freaky stuff because I was like, this don't seem like it's supposed to end right here. But I see
Y-
what you're doing. There's a lot to cover.
Yeah, it's just a lot to cover, and
Yeah.
but I really like the way it works. I do think there's some pacing issues, but the way the story is, it is just island hopping to island hopping,
Yeah.
and sometimes it is like a Cersei event where they get on the island and then they gotta get out. Like the one
Hmm.
with I don't know if they were giants. I think they were just giant people or something like
I
that.
called them Titans, bro, because they was big.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, they're
You
like
know.
big, some mythological thing that they called them.
Yeah.
But it was just giant people. Like there were scenes like that where it's like, hey, we got here, oh, we gotta get out. Like
Yeah.
it ain't One Piece where we're gonna meet everyone, fight the villain. It was like we on the island. Wow, we done messed up. We back at sea for another few weeks or however long. We don't even know. Like we need food.
Yeah.
Um, and I
And
just
that
really
little
like,
that little girl was as big as them.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that was even crazy. I'm like, yo, what the heck is going on?
And it's just
Yeah.
it's just so much darker than I imagined. But uh, it's just because the original telling was they had these like kiddish moments or like retelling
Hmm.
things where it's like that's silly. Like how they got
Yeah.
out of the Cyclops cave, they like hid under the sheep.
Right.
Like they take themselves to the sheep. So it's like a silly version of how they get
Huh?
out. And then
How
yeah,
big were the
and
sheep?
yeah.
Is it
So
like the
that's
goats
why
in Thor?
yeah. So that's why when he's feeling for them,
Yeah.
they get away because they're physically taped to the sheep. So he just feels the
Hmm.
sheep. But in this one, it's like let's change it up. They just put little
Hay bales.
yeah. So then it
Yeah.
just feels more real, more grounded in earth.
Hmm.
And Nolan did a really cool thing in the beginning of the movie. Um, like in a time, I can't remember how he put it. Like in a time with not with magic or like
Oh yeah, that little phrase. It was like
yeah
I seen it. It was something quick that was on the screen. I know exactly what you're talking about, but it's like uh, it was basically saying like, yo, this is
in a
it,
time where like
magic
there
exists,
might
but it's
yeah
not
where
common.
magic might have existed or something like that.
Hmm.
Um, it was just really cool because Greek mythology always felt like that. Like man,
Yeah.
and throughout this entire movie, there are some like magical moments, some not magical
Hmm.
moments where it's like there's just no way you're just gonna float in the ocean and arrive where you need to be.
Man.
Like it's
Yeah.
just like very
Bruh.
story elements, but to see like a real version, to get the horror, to get the belief that you're gonna survive this whole experience, it's just really cool to see on screen finally.
Yeah. So like that was gonna be another question I have for you because as far as like book to movie, ratio or whatever, as far as like, because we were talking about adaptations last week, or we've been talking about adaptations for the last few weeks or whatever, and how they transfer things from like book to script. And the thing that I noticed early was like, oh, like yes, this is like we're learning about Odysseus, but it's really just from memory. We don't really get a real time
Yeah,
um
technically.
you know Odysseus, like as far as like where he stands right now, until later on in the movie when it's time for him to actually come home.
Mhm.
Everything that we're learning is through stories or him remembering, um
Yeah,
trying to
with
remember.
Percy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with yeah, exactly. With what's her name? Calypso? Calypsy?
yeah.
Calypsy,
Calypso.
Calypso. Yeah. So after because he was eating that lotus. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that lotus
saying?
flower.
That lotus flower
That'd be
bomb.
a common Greek like trope. That lotus flower
Hmm.
is not good for your memories. I swear. Just,
Yeah.
if you just
It's
popping up.
it's like in Percy Jackson
Oh
with
yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
casino.
casino.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's exactly like
bro.
that.
I swear, it's
Bruh,
just a
it's all
known trope.
connected. It's all connected. Um, but yeah, so he was off the Zans and it took him a minute to get back, but that was the first context of it being there. So I thought that was a cool storytelling method so that we can, get all the real time stuff we need from Tom Holland's character. I'm gonna butcher his name. Tele- Telemachus?
Yeah, I
Telekinesis?
thought
I don't know. Um,
Telemachus.
yeah,
It could go either way, man. I ain't gonna lie.
exactly. Because he's like trying to protect not only, his destiny, but his mom and the castle from all of these suitors,
His land,
his land, everything, right?
his life.
Bruh, I'm telling you.
Let's
So
get ready to get rid of him. I'm surprised he lasted that long. You know.
I'm saying, and at first I thought he was gonna be a prodigy, right? Because you see, he's Odysseus' son, so he's been training this whole time. Like he got mentor, he got this and that. But this is not Star Wars, bruh. You don't get you don't get no power boost by who your daddy is. Um, so you know, it was more so for him just like that longing to see him and stuff like that. That was like the big thing for him. But how did you feel about like the stories being more so memories than it being like in real time, like in the book?
No, I mean, I really loved it. It's just good storytelling to me because
Mm-hmm.
when I think of the book, it is very much like why did Odysseus take so long to come back? And it's like
Yeah.
these stories of these recounts of his tale, and like I said, it has like cyclopses and
Mm-hmm.
whirlpools, and it's like no one would have been there to recount all this. Like
Yeah.
so it's just it has that element of like folk telling and like the beginning
Mm-hmm.
opening scenes of them like telling the story of Odysseus and even Agamemnon's brother retelling
Mm-hmm.
stories of Odysseus and like, oh, well, you know the story. It's kind of like it makes
Yeah.
it feel like that's how it was. Like these are all
Mm-hmm.
stories. We don't really know the actual truth, but to
Yeah.
see it was very like eye opening, like how it could have gone down or
Mm-hmm.
potentially did go down, and
Yeah.
to see his journey, uh, and to see like, hey, dang, time's just passed. I gotta get back. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Um, it's just a lot of good things, and I feel like Nolan did a good job of trying to merge that, um, and like put his own little spins on it to make it more uh I don't know, like modern for modern
Mm-hmm.
audiences. So it's not as much of a snooze fest or historical like
Recount.
play by the book. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
my main question for sure after watching it,
Mm-hmm.
I really want to know how did you feel about just overall the story, Odysseus uh being gone for so long, going from island to island and then
Yeah.
coming back. Like as a first time not knowing about the story, how'd you feel? Did you like it?
Mm-hmm.
What parts did you like about it?
So really, like, I liked it a lot, but I don't really have notes because I have more questions. Like I have to do like I have more questions about the context of everything because like one thing that we talked about earlier was like now I need to know what happened in the Iliad before I not even before but just like to help me understand more of what was going on because I could tell like when it came to characters like what's his name Agamemnon.
Mhm.
Like the first part of the movie where they show him taking away the baby, the little girl, I was just like, oh, I didn't realize that was his daughter.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So like the context of this being a cautionary tale, like shine throughout the whole movie because you just constantly see Odysseus just continuously make mistake after mistake after mistake, but it's almost like he can't help it because in a way, like as much as like he wants to defy the gods, like he can't get off of, you know, the fate line or whatever. Like,
Sure.
you know what
Sure.
I'm saying? Like it seemed like no matter what he do or what decision he makes, it's just like things were going to end up this way regardless. Because to me, this is like my biggest takeaway from the whole movie, is that Odysseus and the rest of the warriors or whatever, his men, they cast the first stone. Because the whole movie they talk about what Zeus's law is and how he's supposed to treat people, and you know, because of the whole like you don't mess with a beggar because they could be a god in disguise thing, like
Mhm.
that whole rule, they was the first ones to break it because in the horse thing, that was supposed to be a tree, what do they call it? Not a truce treaty, a truce treaty. What am I trying to say? Peace treaty. I'm trying to say peace treaty, but
Sure.
it's
Okay.
like it's supposed to be a truce. I combined that for some reason,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? But that was supposed to be a sign of like, okay, like let's stop this. You know, this is a
Yeah.
gift type of thing, a show of goodwill, if you will. And like even the people when like they was trying to make sure nobody was in it and they was stabbing it, the people was getting mad because it's like,
Yeah.
you know, this is supposed to
They even tried to say
represent.
it was a trick.
Yeah, like they was trying to it. They was mad because like why y'all destroying this? This is something we should be happy about. Da 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 da. Da. And then come to find out they in the middle of that jump, and now, you know, it's time to end the war.
Mhm.
So that was the catalyst for everything that happened up until now because they was the first ones to break Zeus's rule.
Yeah.
And
You got it.
Odysseus realized that, and now it's like his penance is exile. But before I get exiled, I'm finna make sure my son right before I
Yeah.
leave, you know, because we can't go out like that. Because what you did was even worse. And
Yeah.
speaking of Antonius or Antinous or however, Robert Pattinson's character.
Mhm.
So like that's why I liked the movie so much because it was like they um like all of the storylines or through lines throughout all of like the craziness and nightmare field that we talked before paid off in the end to where yes it was like, you know, Odysseus and Penelope and Telemachus have their happy ending, but it's not a happy story at
Yeah.
all. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that's the only way he was gonna be able to make it back. And like there's people telling him this like throughout the whole joint, and it's just like dang, like that was crazy. But it didn't really hit me for like how much I really liked the movie until they got to the place where lava meets ice.
Oh,
And
okay.
we saw everybody that he had lost.
Hmm.
Now, this was the only moment in the movie where I wish I was watching that joint on IMAX or the 70 millimeter thing because they was deep, like
Yeah.
because you could tell it wasn't just that war, it was everybody, you
Mhm.
know, like or that battle, it was everybody. So um that's where I was like, because by that time I was just thinking of like Odysseus as like somebody who was like really like that. You
Mhm.
know, like he was just like, you know, ends justify the means. He's just trying to make sure everybody survive and just trying to do his best to get youngins home, you know. But it wasn't enough. It
Yeah.
wasn't
They
enough.
show like a lot of character flaws with him even there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like him feeling like he messed up. Um, I One thing I really like about that scene specifically that you're talking about was
Mm-hmm.
just the very mythological nature of it. How it's like, oh, you got to speak to the dead. You get a
Yeah.
few minutes, and it's not like
Oil
it's the
spill
one.
came to life, bro.
Yeah, and
What
it
was
was
that?
very like
Do you know what that was? Or who that
oh
was?
they
The
I thought
guy
that
that
was Hades. Was that not?
I don't know. I'm asking you, who was he talking to?
I kind of feel like it's just another
Okay.
person from the book that I remember, but
Yeah. They said his
because it,
name. It
it
started with a T. It started with a T.
oh, okay.
But I don't
Yeah,
know who that was. Like I don't know who that is in mythology or whatever.
yeah, probably some like oracle or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that just felt like a very rooted mythology like quest thing where we got to go over here to get our prophecy, and then we go back to the main quest. Like it just feels
Mm-hmm.
very much Greek mythology, which of course it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I'm glad you felt that way about it too.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because it is. Uh, I feel like this type of movie.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I wasn't quite sure how well the masses would like it. Like if I never
Mm-hmm.
experienced it at all, I feel like I automatically liked it because I already liked the story originally.
Yeah.
But for someone who's never seen it or not really encountered a lot of Greek, Roman mythology,
Yeah.
like how would they feel about this? Because I kind of felt like there were some pacing issues or some parts in the middle that just kind of felt a little slow. Where if you're not really
Mm-hmm.
enthralled with the next island or not really um care about um Greek mythology and this whole like tempting
Yeah.
the gods or stuff like you'd be like, okay, let's get to the next place. Like I kind of
Yeah.
feel like this movie can fall into that trap.
Mm-hmm. Um, I'll say this, like I didn't really have any pacing problems because I just didn't know what to expect the whole time. So
Okay.
everything was new, pretty
Yeah.
much. So, I will say like the only part that pacing wise that I just like didn't appreciate um until we figured out why he was like didn't have no memory with the Lotus
Mhm.
thing, was when he was talking to Calypsy. And I was just like, bro, just go home, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm
I
waiting
felt
for you
like
to, yeah.
were you waiting
But
for him to what? Murder her?
nah, I was just waiting for him to crash out. Like I was just waiting for him because there's no because I was like, why he keep picking these logs up and not doing nothing with it? Like, what is this? It felt like he was putting the same one together until we saw them all put together into a raft or whatever.
Mhm.
And it was. I felt like he should have had a kid, like
Yeah.
in that moment, like for the amount of time that he spent there. I'm like, how you didn't have a kid yet? And you say he had a kid with Cersei, and
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
only every
I'm
five
like
minutes.
positive.
He was there for
Yeah,
a
I'm
day,
positive he did.
you know. So yeah, I was expecting more of that, but it probably got way too complicated, um, because the movie is already mega long.
Yeah.
So like going into it, I was just prepared for it to be a long movie. Um, but the other part was when Cersei popped on the screen. That woke me back up because I was like, yo, nah, this ain't right here. Like seeing him, like the gluttony turn into like painful. Like I didn't know what she was doing,
Mm.
until like and then when she like,
Yeah.
bruh, I can't even say what she did. Like it was bad. It was bad. So yeah, but that woke me back up. But like the only island that was like
Slow.
little slow was that when we was waiting for him to go home. That was pretty much it.
Yeah, I kind
Because
of feel like Calypso's island was I remember Calypso being a way more important figure the first time around, but it was just very much like I love Odysseus so much.
yeah.
And this one I just kind of felt like she already was at the point where she felt bad that he was still here.
hmm
And she kind of makes the point of it like I was just trying to ease
The pain.
his mind back, yeah, the pain back. But I just recall it being way more impactful. Like I just love him so much, I cannot let him go. Like I can't let
Yeah.
him return. And it was like a whole big fight with Athena. Like literally, the gods had to be like,
That's who we got to
"Bruh,
talk about
get."
next.
Oh yeah. So to be honest, this was my favorite part of the movie. Of course, it
Okay.
has to involve the storming of Troy and
hmm
defeating them. When and it goes back to kind of what you said, the full on moral a major detail of the whole movie was the whole Zeus's law and
Hmm.
breaking it, and essentially, uh,
Getting the wrath of the gods
yeah,
after
Odysseus
that.
literally uh using essentially an offering to Athena
Yeah.
to trick them and murder their whole civilization. There was always a
Hmm.
thing about the people of the sea people.
Yeah.
It
Oh
kind of
yeah.
full circle of it being essentially them
Yeah.
burning their own civilization
Hmm.
slowly, being the people from the sea, just raiding, coming through.
Yeah.
But to have that offering to Athena to then burn down the city and then ravage the whole place, and to have Zendaya
Hmm.
appear as a normal person
Yeah.
and then be murdered. And the whole time we were watching the movie, he's talking to Zendaya as Athena. It
Hmm.
was just like chef's kiss of like filmmaking where
Yeah.
I was like, gosh, those are like moments I'm never gonna get back. I'm so glad I was able to watch this movie because
Hmm.
it was all, the whole time like Eyes of Athena or like uh is like a big thing.
Yeah. What
And
does that mean though?
so it's
Like you
to me
got
it's all
sharp eyes. Like, what are you
yeah,
saying?
sharp eye it always makes it seem like they're angels walking with us, so it's like
Mm.
God's walking with us.
Be a
In
good
that
judge of
moment
character.
yeah, in that moment, it's kinda like, uh, you could say that's literally Athena, and he's literally murdering her,
Hmm.
but in a way, it could also be like he murders her, and now whenever he feels the guilt or Athena's
He
wisdom
ain't
coming
do
down
it though, but he the reason that it happened.
but, like, it could also be like Odysseus's guilt from all of that, he views that
Hmm.
woman as Athena. So
Yeah,
whenever he's reminiscing of his wrongdoings,
that's what he see.
that's who he sees. I just think
Yeah.
that's such beautiful storytelling
Yep.
because that's not really how it goes down, but it's such a good way of doing it, like modernized old literature.
Hmm.
And it just very much opens up Odysseus as a full on character that I kind of didn't analyze back then.
Yeah.
Just after doing all that, how do you go on? Like how and that's the whole
Hmm.
point of the Odyssey because you're lost at sea for 20 plus years. You know, these are things he probably did think of
Yeah.
and the guilt that he felt. And I want to get your take on that whole murder scene because technically the Iliad when they're destroying Troy, that's
Hmm.
like pivotal in this movie for his guilt, but that ain't the
Yeah.
last final arc of the movie.
It
So
felt like it was gonna be a part two to this thing. I will
okay.
say that. Like I was expecting to get something because I obviously like we see him go right off into the distance, and there's not like a full on like Avengers end credit scene, so I didn't know what to really expect. But um, I will say like for me, it wasn't so much like the fact that he was talking to Athena throughout the movie that hit home. It was more so because they were saying like throughout the movie that a beggar could be a god in a disguise, and like you said, it lends to really understanding Odysseus' humanity and not just him being a warrior when he sees something tragic happening and it affects him for the rest of his life, you
Mhm.
know, and for how like that in connection to, you know, Athena was his strength and, you know, the pen that he held from his
Yeah.
wife. So it's like it's twofold. And when they was sitting there talking and like when he was just like playing as the beggar and he had the little Jedi cloak on, so you couldn't really see him. And he seen her and he reached out and he went like that. I was like, oh, I would cry. Like it was so good. But um tangent to that before we get into like the actual war part of it, like the fights and stuff, um, was I had a question as well about this because I didn't know who Zendaya was going to be playing in
Mhm.
this joint at all because she was just in the trailer she was just talking to Odysseus, so I didn't know what kind of conversation it was. Um, like it could have been full on romance, where it's like because in the trailer they show Penelope or Anne Hathaway and Tom Holland, and then in the other joint it was Matt Damon and Zendaya. So I was like, oh, maybe they come together at some point and they get married like they did in real life. That would have been cool, but that's not the story. So I had a question of if Zendaya is gets typecast because she's always playing the strong silent type.
Oh,
And when I say silent, I don't mean silent in the sense of like she doesn't have no lines, or like her character's never like really, you know, take it there like that. It's more so like how involved I thought she was going to be in the movie compared to how involved she actually is. So like in Dune 1, where it's like Timothée Chalamet and Zendaya, poster child. You know what I'm saying? Zendaya barely in the movie, right? This John, same method, right? Get Zendaya's in the movie, y'all. Let's go see it. Barely in the movie, but impactful, but not like an active character that like interacts with anybody else except Odysseus. You know, but still does what she needs to do. But like, do you think that's a typecast situation, or it's just like, nah, I need this person for specific. I need Zendaya because it's Zendaya. Putting them boys in seats.
Yeah, I just think Zendaya because Zendaya. If
Okay.
Because she plays Athena, I kind of just feel like it just makes sense. You just have a actress with more clout to play Athena.
Yeah.
Because she could have played Calypso, but then it would have felt a little weird, you know.
Nah, for sure.
Like,
you're too young to be Calypso.
Yeah, so it's just like a lot of the characters she could have potentially been.
Yeah.
Athena just makes the most sense, especially with her like the ultimate decision of they're destroying the city and then they're just gonna murder some random person in the street, and it's like, oh, that was actually a god in disguise and you're breaking your own coven. Like it just come to me,
it works
fits
really well. Yeah. 100%. But my next point was that the Odyssey is technically, to me, a lot more calm than I was expecting it to be. It was loud. It was, a lot of stuff happened, but like it could have been way more gruesome than what we actually saw. When it came to like the wars and fighting all the different monsters and like just in general. Like I kind of expect a little bit more gore, but that might allow for more people to enjoy the movie a little bit because, one thing I was wondering was like because I'm thinking like, oh, they just charged the palace. Like, nah, they raided the whole city, because like the temple was where they was at. And I'm thinking like, oh, they just got to go take that and then they win. It's like, nah, we got to go back to the gate and let our youngins in. And then they gonna go take the rest of the city. I'm like, oh, nah, this is about to be bad. Like, so, in that sense, all of that stuff is implied. But the women they wasn't no children, but the women getting bodied throughout that scene was like heavy, and then it just led up to Athena or Zendaya having like the final jump, and on top of that, him having a concussion probably didn't hurt either. As far as like just his perception of that event, because it could have been anybody, like you said, But that John was tough though. Yeah, like, and just seeing him go like with the bow, because like John, they had the Punisher in that joint too. There's a whole lot of people in this movie. But they was just surgical with it, almost too surgical. Where I'm like, dang, the Kingsguard ain't Kingsguarding for real, So, like,
and I really love that scene of like them like having to hold down the line, and it feeling like a ticking time bomb. Like if
y'all open this door,
it's over. And that scene, they open up the door and it's just Agamemnon standing at the front.
Aura.
That was a tough scene. Like that was just so iconic of like, wow, civilization actually just
all black.
Yep.
That's tough. That was tough. You know. Yeah, and then finding out how he went out too was like, dang, this is really
Yeah.
like nobody had a good ending, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I wish I could have seen his son though. You know, because that's what he said. His son was the one who avenged him. But there's so many different storylines in this joint that it's like we don't really get into. So like, Mia Goth's character as like a known traitor now after the fact, that she could just continue to be a servant. You know, who knows? You know, Tom Holland gets to be king now. Who's gonna be his wife? We don't know. You know, so yeah. How did you feel? How did you feel about the dynamic between Tom Holland and Anne Hathaway as mother and son?
Well, Anne Hathaway did like 10 out of 10, amazing job.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Nolan's really good at writing scripts for these really great actors and actresses to like expand their range as much as possible in like a given movie.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's worked with her before, so I just feel like there's
He
so
worked
much
with a lot of these people before.
Yeah, he loves his people. Like he's
Yeah.
he's 100% like
Once
we
you're in
gon-
the
we gonna-
family, you're for
yeah,
life.
once you're in the family. So that's a good thing about Zendaya getting into it. It's like
Yeah.
the bigger films he does. I just feel like this dude doesn't really like miss. Like he always makes sure it makes sense. It's cohesive. He does
Yeah.
try to get out there sometimes. My favorite parts are he always has a twist on it. He didn't do much of a twist here, and I kind of question it. Is that because it's so like a old tale, like one of the oldest stories in history? Like I can't just like rewrite that thing. Like
Yeah.
I just have to do it justice on the big screen, and I can add some flair to it. But let me not like make it an original. Like but I just always feel like he does a really good job whenever he gets a script. He makes sure it's precise, entertaining, and I kind of feel like he did really well with on this one.
Yeah.
I did want to ask for Odysseus's return to Ithaca.
Yeah.
You said he did the whole Jedi robe. Don't know who he is.
Yeah.
Him introducing his son, finally realizing it by petting the dog, and the dog passed like that. Like
instant.
I was like, dang, that's a loyal dog right there. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
He was out
8
in
years.
the sun just outside. That final scene, the final arc with Odysseus taking back his house, taking back the throne. How'd you feel about that whole scene? Good and bad? What'd you think?
Not much bad. Keep it a buck.
Okay.
Like the only bad part was when it was just throwing the weapons down at the end. Like that was corny to me. I was like, yo, how many weapons do they need to realize they not like that for real? You know?
I kind of felt that way too. They kept dropping the weapons, and I'm like, it's not getting better. Like he's still somehow beating y'all.
Like
And
y'all are just suitors, bro. Y'all are not warriors.
That might just be the truth, yeah.
You know? So it was cool, but it was like, I don't need this to prove to me that he's like that. I done seen enough already. It was more so I was curious of like how Penelope was gonna react when he was able to draw the bow back and do the thing.
So
you know? So yeah, because it's more so like we've been waiting for it. Like we've seen him do it before. So we know he can do it. And we see all the other people don't even have a chance at doing it. But it's like the way they set it up, where it's like he was like, yo, basically like, just wait, I know what to do. Like, don't even trip. Like, I got this. You know? Because I didn't expect everybody to just crash out the way they did. But all she had to do was
they
like,
knew they were dead though. That was the funny part.
Yeah.
As soon as it was like, Oh, I gotta get out of here.
But all he had was a
I've
bow,
been wilding too long here. I gotta get out.
you know? And she said whoever's able to do it, that's who gets it. So I was thinking it was gonna be more of a situation where like not everybody was gonna turn on him. And it was mainly just gonna be Robert Pattinson's character because he knew everybody know what he did now because he been lying this whole time, you know? And he was just like, because like that was the only really corny part was like every time they was dropping swords or weapons down, he was like, "Get the spear, yeah, get the shield."
I thought that part was hilarious.
Get the thing, and I was just like, "Bro, do something."
Like character, like in
you're Batman. Come on now, get active.
Yeah. Like I agree with you. It was corny, but like when they kind of flipped the whole storyline of how him and his brother actually ended up were they brothers?
Who?
Him and was it like Scion? The person that
Sinan. No, that was a shepherd's
Sinan.
son. The shepherd's son. So somebody his shepherd because he had money. It was the son.
Like how they flipped that story around and it was actually him being like a little coward.
Yeah.
Like and then showing that whole scene of like get the swords, get the spears. Like it just very much
it validated for sure.
Yeah, validated that nature because he kind of looked like a menacing figure the whole movie.
Yeah,
like
because Tom was dolo. He couldn't really press young as like he needed to because there's like too much time in between, you know. And
so I definitely thought it was corny. It kind of that's what I'm saying. Like Nolan does a good job where it's like it was one too many. Make sense now. Oh, okay, yeah.
Like it was more one too many. Like the joke was funny at first, but then he just kept doing it. And I was waiting for Tom. I was waiting for Tom Holland his spidey sense to activate so he can actually win the fight. Because it's like, why are you showing him? Because I was waiting for a moment where it was like, you know, because I did really like the fact that like he got locked. The guy got locked in the armory or whatever or the storage thing. He's like, you know what I'm finna do? And just knock a hole in. Because I was like, oh, that's smart. You know what I'm saying? But when Tom went up there, I'm thinking he was going to have his, you know, Arya Stark moment where it's like the thing I've been practicing this whole time is going to pay off. But he just went in there and got beat up. I was just like, bro, come on. Now you supposed to be Odysseus' son. You got to get active. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is somebody we ain't see do nothing. It's just a difference between a grown man and a boy, you know? Because that was another thing that I seen Tom was why he was so excited to play this role is because he was like, yeah, this is probably the last time I'll be able to play a boy, you know?
Facts.
And not be like weird.
Yeah. Because it felt a little weird right now when I was watching it because I'm like, he's supposed to be a coming of age, but I'm like, this don't look like Tom Holland like I remember when I first saw you in Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah.
Like
that's why he had to say dad. People was tripping about that, bro. I was like, yo, it's not that deep, bro.
I get it, but it's fine.
That's not historically accurate.
Yeah, it's
you know, come on now. You didn't even know this man.
But yeah, I definitely like the last like finale moment, like Odysseus coming back to take the throne. It was just like
especially when that thunder struck. It was like, ooh, Zeus is here. I was like, oh
yeah. Yes.
I was like, oh man, because like watching this movie while playing Hades, it's like, nah, I have a picture of these people now in my mind. Yeah.
It's so cool because exactly that, like Hades, when you watch stuff like this, it really makes you feel like in their time they really believe that. Like he's here, there's thunder, Zeus is favoring this man because we cannot hit him. Like we can't hit him. Oh, something's going wrong. I done messed up. You know, I broke the Zeus's law, and now he. And that was the whole thing in the book. Like when he stabbed or shot the Cyclops in the eye or stabbed him in the eye. He was like Poseidon's son, and then he told his dad like.
How they know that?
So in the story, the Cyclops can talk like completely fine. Like they were talking back and forth.
Oh,
and Odysseus actually tricked him. Hey, Lord Drop. Odysseus actually tricked him.
Yeah.
He said he was nobody. He says, "My name's nobody." And what
Uh,
happened was, he stabbed them, and then when the other Cyclopses came and he asked what happened, he said,
other
I'm being
Cyclopses.
attacked." Yeah, they were on the island.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. There's a whole bunch of
this is
them.
like the shepherd Cyclops,
Hmm.
and then they said, "What's happening?" He's like, "I'm being attacked by nobody." Like that was like a whole thing.
What?
So they didn't know his name,
You never
and
heard of
then
that word before? Realize it's
he
a
just
joke.
said that's his name. Yeah. so
Oh
then,
my gosh,
so then when they escaped, um,
that aged
I
well.
think what happened was what they did in the movie. He shot the arrow at him in his
Yeah,
eye. But what
that was at the
happened was
end. No,
Odysseus,
before he got poked in the eye, they pressed him,
that's really what happened.
and well, wait, yeah, but that he didn't shoot him in the eye until after they had left. Like everybody
That
had
doesn't happen in the
escaped.
book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
In the book, he pretty much taunts them and says like, "My name isn't nobody. My name's Odysseus," like a
mhm,
dummy. And
yeah.
then
Also, he
the
was really
Cyclops
he was
comes in.
really on demon time then.
Yeah, the book. Yeah,
Like he was angsty, like
yeah. Sure.
you know.
But
I hate
then
to
the
say
Cyclops
demon
is like,
time, but yeah.
I curse you, Odysseus," and then
Okay.
essentially he tells Poseidon that
Yeah.
this is the person who did this to me, and then
Hmm.
Poseidon is the one who's like at a vendetta against Odysseus, and that's why his men kept saying like, "You
Yeah.
need to say you're sorry, or the gods have cursed us.
Hmm.
You need to say you're sorry." But Poseidon was like, "Nah, give me his head."
Hmm.
And it was Zeus and Athena the whole time, like guarding Odysseus on his journey back to Ithaca. So it's kind of like in that story, it makes sense.
What did Zeus
Poseidon,
do other than having his rule, bruh?
hey, he the
He
main
wasn't
god. He the
chatting
one that
to
needs the
him.
blood. Yeah.
He wasn't chatting to him, bro.
No,
He was
I
just
think
out
only
there.
Athena was mainly chatting to him.
Oh,
If
Zeus
I
broke the
remember.
boat. Zeus broke the boat. That's what happened. He broke the boat in half. Yeah.
I think that was supposed to be symbolism of Odysseus. Like you have to let go of control and stop trying to come up with schemes to get out your way.
That was
And that's what
before.
like
That
he
was before
floats
he
away
floated
from
away.
it.
Nah, he floated to the island after that. After the boat
Yeah,
broke.
yeah. So Zeus breaks the boat. He goes
Yeah.
to the island and then he builds a raft, like
Yeah.
not a machine to take him somewhere, not
Yeah.
so he has no control,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
by his own like. But
Yeah.
yeah, I love the last act and uh Anne Hathaway's
Oh, she
acting
was
there was
chatting.
tough
She was
too.
chatting in that jump. I was like, yo,
So I
got
really
two
think
good
Anne
movies
Hathaway
out
carried
this
a
year.
lot of this.
You said what?
Um, Anne Hathaway carried a lot of this.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I love the way it goes out. I love the way how they sail on to the west into the
I burn them all. I said, oh. You know what I'm saying?
that was definitely an epic movie, and it definitely felt like it did the book justice in my opinion. So
Mm-hmm.
I was pretty hyped.
I don't want a throne. I want Odysseus. Nah, she wasn't
Yeah,
having it, bro. She was not having it. I'm just thinking back to it now. I'm like, dang. Because, like, even the initial, uh, like, when I found out she was actually stalling this whole time,
yeah, purposely.
purposely, because of, like, the whole quilt looking thing, and she was, like, unthreading it. I was like, ooh. I was like, okay. And then her and Antonius had a whole conversation where he's like, yeah, I want to marry you. And I was like, dang, we are in a predicament. It's a good thing bro left because like that was like that. He had all the cards in his hand at that point. But yeah, they clutched up for sure. For sure. But yeah. Is there anything else? Oh, surprise favorite character was Sinan.
Okay.
Yeah, because of the initial like entrance in the beginning of the movie, and then just getting bodied and like finding out that was a lie. I was like, dang, I didn't realize that they lied. I thought they knew, because it's like it's not like Sinan had to write or not write, but had a role, a deception role to figure out if they was gonna believe him or not. But like whenever they was talking to him when they were dead, and he was like, "You lied to me." Da, 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 da. I was like, "Dang, yo, Odysseus is not a good person, bro."
Yeah.
You know, like I need you to believe. And it was drinking up, bro. That joint was gross.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot, bro. And then they chased them.
Yeah.
Nightmare fuel, bro. I'm telling you, nightmare fuel. Anything else, bro? Before we get out of here, we're sitting at a cool hour right now.
His co-captain, or whatever you want to call him, this man.
Your look. Just I don't know how to say it.
Yeah.
I
felt bad, bro. I was like, he don't trust the vision.
He don't see it.
Yeah, he don't see it at all.
You don't see it, bro. And
when they said like, bro, do not eat the cattle.
Yeah.
Like they live in a world where they believe in gods, and Odysseus literally said, "They said that you go on the island and y'all eat the cattle."
Yeah.
And what y'all do? Oh, we just didn't want you to see. Oh my, bro.
Yeah. On me.
Like, I'm just saying, if y'all live in a world where y'all are all literally believing in the sun god, the sea god, the lightning god, all this craziness.
Yeah.
And you make all these sacrifices, and Odysseus had a prophecy that said, y'all are gonna die because you go on this island and eat some meat. And they said, don't worry, we're gonna eat fruit. And this is like, y'all do it.
They got stuck. They got stuck, bro.
That's what he was saying. We got stuck.
What do we do?
We gotta eat. We gotta eat something. We gotta eat something. Odysseus was like,
yeah. That's when I realized, like, yeah, there's no saving these youngins at all. Because even the rock part, that's when it was like the real crash out. It was like, you knew, and then after the whirlpool or whatever. But also just like the whole time, like you could see them losing faith in Odysseus as they were going along, and bad stuff kept happening. Where it's like Odysseus would give an order, and then they look at him, look at. They
did that quickly too.
Yeah. And it was just like,
second island.
Are y'all sure we want to do this? He was like, come on, let's do it. He's like, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, turn left.
Was Circe the second island or the third island?
By that time, they was alone.
Then
they was alone by then. Yeah, so it was the Cyclops, Giants. Because first they was thriving. You know? They had good food.
Yeah, they hit up that one island and raided those people.
Yeah. And then, I said thriving, and then they pillaging people. What's wrong with me?
Ghetto,
but
ghetto.
Yeah, Circe was like after the Giants though, for sure. No, Circe was on that same island though. Technically, they just went around.
Oh, you're right.
They went around.
Yeah, they didn't trust him after that, so he had two chances.
It was like, yeah, you stay at the boat.
You stay at the boat.
You stay at the boat. We're gonna go see what's good over here. Cause then when I was that's the part I was confused at, bro. That cause I'm like, yo, this is going over my head. When I'm like, are they this hungry that they're seeing lions and tigers and bears, or is this some type of like something? Because why are they not attacking? Yeah, some type of magic. Like, why are they not attacking? So that's when, whenever he actually did the whole little bow thing, and then got that deer and realized it was a person. I was like, dang. I was like, oh yeah, they cooked. They're cooked. You know,
a small little movie.
Yeah,
spread in this for sure.
Yeah, who is her sister? That's what I want to know.
Yeah,
you know,
that must
because what could have been so bad that you turn your sister into a bird?
Yeah, she a yapper.
You know,
I can't do it.
So, but yeah, I think. Oh, and then the songs when they had to put the wax in their ear.
Yeah.
That was really good too, because he was like, it was a lot of narration in this movie too, where it's like they do a lot where in some of the action sequences it's just that, like, you just get to experience the moment, hear all the sounds that you're supposed to hear, not like a whole bunch of back talking and stuff like that. but then you'll get the narration to catch you back up to put you back in the right mindset so that you can keep up with what's going on. Because I agree, like things could have definitely went off the rails with this joint if they didn't put it together right. But that's probably also why it was 2 hours and 53 minutes.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, you got anything else?
Nah, Odysseus sailed away to honor his men, and shout out everybody who helped make this movie. Christopher Nolan, you got another one.
Yep. Better than Project Hail Mary?
Ooh, I don't know. Rocky kind of goated. Rocky kind of a goat character in
Yeah.
my book now, you know.
Yeah.
Rocky's
Pound for
smart too,
pound.
you know?
If we talking pound for pound,
Yeah.
it's tough. It's tough. But yeah, let us know how y'all feeling about the Odyssey. And when the next time you're gonna drive the boat. But what you geeked about, bro?
You're not gonna do a review? Your score?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah. I thought it was obvious 10. I thought it was obvious
Oh,
10. Yeah. My fault. I thought it was like, what's understood don't need to be said. You know what I'm saying? But my fault. You go ahead. What you got? What you gave it?
So I was battling with the 9 and a 10, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
That book brain.
Yeah, because I think deep down, my only issue with it was I didn't get like a super strong feeling of like, oh my god, this is crazy epic. I just got like, oh, this is a really epic story, and I'm just enjoying myself throughout the whole way. Like every single scene, I'm like, oh, that's cool. And I just feel like I need to rewatch it. Like I'm literally
I feel like
is
that
it a
too.
9 out of
Yeah.
10? Is it too long? Is it not too long? Is it perfect? Is it not perfect?
Mhm.
And I saw it on 70 millimeter, and I think what made me mad, I told you, right?
Oh yeah, you
The
did.
top of the screen was not working, so it was
Yeah.
pretty much cut off version. So that made me
They
mad.
put bars on that joint.
Yeah, I
The
feel like
black
maybe the
bars.
grand scale of it got toned down for me personally,
Mhm.
and I need to go see it again. But
And it was middle of the night, bro. You
it
saw
wasn't middle of the night. It wasn't middle of the night. But I kinda also feel like I have a high standard for this director because he has a bunch of my favorite movies,
Mhm.
and I feel like those are, like, 10 out of 10s, like, without a doubt, I can watch them a trillion times.
Yeah.
So Imma end up with a 10 on this one because
Okay.
it's already
Okay.
a
The streak
really, like,
continues.
personal story. Yeah. It's a personal story for me anyway, it just reminds me of, University of Maryland, College Park, and,
Mhm.
like, uh, just the
He said the
beginning of
whole
that
name.
era. Yeah. My Odyssey in college, and,
Mm.
I don't know, it just I just feel like he just does such a great job and justice to, the book, and after I watched this, I'm not gonna lie, the first thing I wanted to do was get the book,
Mm.
uh, take a slow read 'cause I ain't
Yeah.
trying to read all that, but I wanted to watch Troy and then watch
Slow
the
listen.
Odyssey again because, like, Troy as a kid, I just really loved that movie, I thought it was so cool, it's like my first
Yeah.
introduction to Achilles and everything. And I kind of feel like this movie can blend perfectly with that movie without being too crazy. They don't have Achilles in it, but
Mhm.
I feel like if I watch Troy and then I watch this movie, I got the full story. I got the
They should
Iliad and
put
the
this on
Odyssey just like that.
FX all the time.
Yes.
That's why I seen
So
it at. Yeah.
so I just think this is a rare, really amazing cinematic movie and telling of the Odyssey.
Mhm.
I don't see any crazy flaws other than maybe the pacing gets a little slow between island to island.
Yeah.
But that's how the book was. I like it. I loved the Cyclops scene. I think was so iconic. Like just that whole scene. Everyone's got to see the Cyclops in the dark going crazy because that was
Bruh.
freakish.
I was scared. Cause I'm like,
Yeah.
why is he so calm? And then he was like, would you talk to ants? I was like, oh, that's a bar.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
was like,
bar.
fact.
I was like, yo, who thinks of that? That was like, I wonder if that was in the book.
And then every single Troy uh recounting of the Trojan horse,
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it was just a master class of filmmaking every time they went back in time and did those scenes because it was just so amazing. So
Yeah.
and I love the fact that they make Odysseus not a good character because he
Mm-hmm.
isn't a good character. And but he is tough in the movie,
I
which
gotta
makes
watch
it
it.
cool.
I gotta watch Troy again now.
Yeah. So I'm gonna end on a 10. I'm not gonna be too stingy on it. I really love my time watching it. I really hope I get to see it in IMAX. I'm not going back to 70 millimeter because that movie theater
It
did
broke your
not have a good
trust.
one. Yeah, so uh I'll definitely go see it again. Tom Holland,
Goat.
you, you did your thing. You did your thing. I feel like they
Yeah.
could have gave him a little bit more. Um and
Really?
Odysseus was really good the whole time.
Yeah.
Like I really feel like there was not really a moment that the quality dropped.
I feel like they
Whenever he was on.
min-maxed Tom Holland's character as far as they could take him without him overstepping.
True, I think it's just the he's supposed to be young. It just kept getting me.
Oh yeah, yeah. Jawline too sharp.
Yeah, and his whole story on gathering information, it was cool. It was always a cool little sneak peek. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm gonna end on a 10 too, man.
Yeah.
I'm biased. Shout out to Christopher Nolan, another movie that I would definitely keep watching on rotation.
Yeah.
And yeah, now it's time to watch Troy.
Yep. Agreed. Agreed. I just said a 10 because I'm like, yo, this is like a must-watch movie. Like anytime
Ooh,
where I see something where I'm like, because it like you like I said in the beginning, and you just said just now, there's not like a single moment where it's like, oh my gosh, this is something I've never seen before. It's
yeah,
just like, nah,
peak.
this is a great story. Like
Yeah, it
it's a
feels that way.
great movie to watch in general. Cause like to me, that's why I'm like, that's why to me like a movie like They Will Kill You is so high on my list. Like where I said like way back when I first watched Project Hail Mary was like Project Hail Mary might be the best movie I've seen this year, but They Will Kill You is my favorite because in They Will Kill You, like I was seeing stuff I ain't never seen before, like I didn't even think
Yeah,
to see. And it just left an impression on me versus like
yeah,
now even seeing this, I'm like, oh man, now I don't know where to go because Project Hail Mary and the Odyssey are two different completely vibes. We got space
yes,
sci-fi and we got mystical magic over here.
yeah.
So it's tough. It's tough. But yo, both of them joints go crazy. And I could just like, yeah,
And is this our first movie we both have 10s on?
nah, I don't think so.
What did we both give 10s
Some
on?
anime stuff probably.
Oh,
Like the Demon Slayer movie.
oh, maybe we did give them both 10. I
Yeah.
don't know about it. I'm about to check back. I was just wondering.
I don't
Hey,
know. I be
the
giving 10. I
Odyssey.
be giving out 10s. I was like it's candy. You know what I'm saying? It's like nah. But yeah, let us know y'all scores in the comment section below and how y'all feeling about the movie. Chris, what you geeked about, bro?
um, so a little strange one. A little
Mm-hmm.
strange one.
Okay.
Um, I'm extremely geeked about I Will Find You, I believe it's called on
I want to
Netflix.
see that. Yeah,
I just started it.
I need to, bruh.
I ain't gonna lie, them chats. One episode got me like, okay, maybe I should watch like two
Yeah.
more episodes tonight because they cut off at a part where it's like, dang, we really going into like,
Mm-hmm.
I need at least 10 more minutes before I can feel satisfied to like stop this. You know, like
Yeah.
I don't gotta stop right here. The scenes are popping off now. Let's
Mm-hmm.
just stream the next 10 minutes. Find a nice little transition to like some town area where I could press pause and we'll pick this back up.
Mm-hmm.
So they're doing that good little rollout. It's a limited series, only 8 episodes. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty hyped to actually watch that. I still gotta watch Quarterback,
Mm-hmm.
but I already know I'm gonna like it, so it doesn't really matter. Um, and there was one more thing I wanted to talk about. Mm, is it Spider-Man? Is Spider-Man
It's about to come out.
this week or next week?
Um,
I thought it was this week.
I thought it was
I
this
didn't
week
think it.
too. It's the end of the month. I know that. Brand new day.
July
31st.
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 Well,
I thought it was the 21st, but it's the 31st.
Nice.
Yeah, I knew it was a 1 in there. 8 days from now.
So other than Spider-Man, the Doomsday trailer dropped.
I didn't watch it. Don't say
Okay.
nothing.
I got thoughts on it, and I go watch. I'll watch
I
my
was supposed to
favorite
watch it today.
YouTuber, his reaction on it.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait for him to do that because there's a lot of thoughts. There's a lot of thoughts right now,
Yeah,
and yeah,
we're
we'll
gonna debrief
see
it tomorrow.
because the main thing, 2 major movies drop on that day: Dune 3 and Doomsday. I believe
Oh,
that's both the
Dune 3
same
had
day,
a
which
trailer come out too.
they did, which I also had thoughts on.
I ain't watched that yet
Thought,
either. I ain't watched no trailer, bro. Gotta
but
get on it.
yeah,
Blacking.
both dates dropped, and I was like, bro, now it's a whole
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer all over again, and those 2 movies are gonna be long movies. Like I don't
Yeah.
know, I don't know how it's gonna be possible, but I think
Dang,
that
Tim versus Tom. Heavyweight battle. Zendaya in
Ooh,
both of them.
it's a day of both.
Oh my gosh.
Tweet
It's
that
gonna be
down.
a legendary.
But yes, I, I'm excited for both those movies. But
I have
the
more
trailer,
expectations for Dune than I do for Spider-Man though. Spider-Man played with house money.
What about Doomsday?
I meant to say Dune. Wait.
You said Dune versus Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, it's Doomsday.
Doomsday.
Oh, so we don't know if Zendaya's gonna be in that one. Actually.
Oh, Stamp. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right.
I was thinking Spider-Man, but yeah.
I thought she was in the Marvel Cinematic Universe at this point. No.
Yeah, you know. Who knows? Somebody need a reporter by then. You know what I'm saying?
But
okay.
Yeah, that's about it. What you geeked about, G?
I mean, you done took everything. So, you know, I say this, first things first. I talked about it during the pod. Hades might be like one of my favorite games I've ever played now. Like,
Nice.
because the game keeps evolving, bruh. Like, I keep having to fight these bosses, and I'm just getting more and more powerful, and I'm like learning not even the tech, because it's not even the tech, but just like the attack patterns. And I made it to Hades himself yesterday, and I died in like 5 seconds. That's what it felt like. I was like, I don't know how I'm finna beat this dude, but I unlocked the little boxing gloves now. I'm finna be a mink goblin next stream, bro. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. So that'll be fun. But then outside of that, it's a lot of stuff on Netflix that I want to watch, like that I can't think of at the moment, but I know I'm supposed to be watching. Oh, I want to watch The Testaments. That's on Disney Plus.
Okay.
It's like a Hulu thing. I want to watch they got this. I started watching it, but I didn't finish it. It's the assassin giant, where it's like an anime assassin, and dang, what's the name of it? It's like an old movie. It's like Something Within Me. And Scarlett Johansson, Ghost in the Shell.
Oh yeah.
Ghost in the Shell got a new
anime one.
Anime jump, yeah. So I want to see that. And then, like you said, Spider-Man. I'm almost done with Quarterbacks. And then House of the Dragon. I started that, but I didn't finish the episode yet.
Yep.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff I need to catch up on that I'm just like, dang. Like Baki. Still got to finish Baki. But yeah, mainly just that though. And just like the wave of Streamer U being over and everybody being super geeked to be the next big streamer right now. Like everybody's still
I'm
talking
caught
about
up,
it.
bro.
Like
I'm caught up, bro. I'm in that
you tapped in.
that dark zone right now. I'm in that dark zone. I gotta get out.
What does that mean though?
I can't talk about it. I've been
Oh,
watching. I'll talk about it. I've been watching.
embolishing.
Canal, you know,
Let me stop.
Joseph. Who?
I say you've been abolishing.
Oh no. I've been watching
Embellishing.
Canal Joseph
Canal Joseph. I've never heard of that person.
and Suki Melon's stream. I'm getting caught up, bro. You know Suki Melon?
No.
Oh
Was this the
no.
guy that was like when Kai was under the bed? And
No, that's
called
your
him?
guy. That was your guy.
Nah. When Senna was like, he was like, you want to go to a party or whatever? And then
Oh, I have mine
he was
out
like,
now.
yeah, I want to go to I want to go to a party. And then Kai just spawned under the bed. He's like, oh, you partying? You know? Like he said that. And who's the other person you said?
Suki Melon.
Suki
Suki Mello. I think Suki
Mello. Suki Mello. Nah.
She's the anime girl on Streamer U where she like she came through in the intro crazy.
I didn't see her, bro.
And Canal just kind of like caught a vibe with her during Streamer U, and then they had like
they got shipped.
They got shipped, and they had this whole like shit.
Chris over here watching edits, bro. I'm geeking. That's what you mean by the dark side. Okay. Okay. Once that joint get in your algorithm, it's over. It's over. Nah, I'm hip now. Okay, I'm locked in.
I saw a little bit of the shipping, but then I saw them live together today, and then I got deep in the clips. So then I started watching the live stream, and I was like, I got caught up. That she was talking about, my mom said really likes you, which is hilarious.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, your mom says she really likes. She's like, yeah, she saw some clips. She says she really likes you, and I was like, I'm done. They got me, bro. I got caught on the stream. So
I'm geeking.
Yeah,
That's
it
funny.
worked, bro. It worked. Since class ain't work, you know.
Since class ain't work. I'm weak. Nah, that's networking.
True.
That's networking, bro. You know what I'm saying? I gotta watch Lucky Race class
shipping.
too.
You know, they're just going out on.
Oh, she did talk about that. I forgot she said that. Yeah, she did talk about that. Yeah.
But
it's tough.
All right, y'all.
Enough podcast.
Yeah, enough podcast.
Enough podcast. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you have not already, and we'll see y'all next week. Stay geeked. Peace.
Later, y'all.